Greetings, it's Vaygrim, back with another episode of Hot Blocks, where I want to look at one specific block that is an entire mod unto itself. And the mod is called DimStorage, or Dimensional Storage, by Gaarnik. And it has one key box with a couple of components to craft it. It's straightforward, simple storage mod that really does expand upon pre-existing concepts, which is why I think it merits taking a look at it. Now, Gaarnik has given us an update to the concept of the Ender chest, and I'm really keen on it. For one, the model looks very, very nice. I like it. It's simple, but it's not too simple. It's got some neat parts to it. Now, if you notice, that little door opens and closes, and I think that's a neat little touch. Now, it is a dimensional chest, and a lot of you are going to say, well, what's the difference between this and Ender storage? There are some differences, but a couple of those differences are so key that it really does merit attention. For one thing, regular Ender storage chests, Ender chests, can be made private or public. You can set different colors for different frequencies to separate out your inventory. They're very good, and a lot of people had a period of time in 1.7.2 or 1.7.10 where Ender storage wasn't updated yet. And this is where DimStorage came in by Gaarnik. He leapt on the opportunity and saw a chance to innovate and as well as improve upon a pre-existing concept. So, what has he done? Well, it's this right here that makes all the difference. I have my dimensional chest, and you have a control panel. This is really what I like about it. There's no diamonds involved in making it public or private. Once you make something private with a diamond on an Ender chest, I'm not sure I know how to get it off. There may be a way, but I have never been updated on this. So once you have a private chest, you're kind of stuck with a private chest. Now, there is owner, public, and private. By username, if somebody else comes up and changes this to their name, I'll open it up and see their name here. If I change it, it'll change back to public and then back to my username. So this is one thing I really like. You have at your fingertips an easy to control panel that lets you do things. Now here's the even better part. Instead of limitations of colors or complexity of colors, you have frequencies. Now, for example, this is on frequency 1. If I put another chest down, it would start off as public 1, and they would share inventory. Now, I can actually change this to 2, and you'll notice right here, I can put that in there, change it back to 1, and it's gone. Swap it back to 2, it comes back. It's nice and simple. And then I can always juggle over to other sets based upon public or my own personal frequencies. I'm not sure exactly what the limitation of numbers are. I believe it's limited to 999, but I tried a frequency of 405, and it worked. I have not tried a 4-digit frequency. I think it's limited to 3 digits. But I really do think that this is a nice, easy to use, simple system for doing it. There's not as much of a hassle with dye. It's easy to check, and it's easy to control and adjust. If I have this set to frequency 2 public, and I flip that lever, you see, I start getting cobblestone. Now behind that wall, on the other side of that lever, is another dimensional chest with contents being pumped into it by a normal chest. I have remote access to that inventory from another location. I could even place down another dimensional chest and see that same inventory. You see? It's nice, it's simple, and it's straightforward, and I really do like it. Now we've got this one filling up. We can actually swap over to private, my frequencies. You'll see I've got some equipment here. Some supplies for when I go over to a base and set up. I've also got this right here. It's real nice. Now here's the thing that really blows my mind. Okay. I'm going to put this down. Let's do private. Frequency 3, not in use anywhere. I'll put those in there and then change this back to 2. There is not a chest anywhere that actually has frequency 3 private. It does not exist. So anything that I have put in there has gone off to almost a pocket location. But it's still there. What this means is that you could actually have a truly mobile existence. You could have a private frequency with one-dimensional chest in your inventory, and you could just flip through the 999 potential combinations to access all of your storage, all of your supplies, everything for your entire base. That really makes me think. That really does make me think that this could be a simple, quick, nomad existence that I have always wanted. The 100% mobile player. No fixed base, no location. And that really does make me hope. I see power in this mod. I see capability in this mod. Now, there's another thing I haven't gone into yet, which is locked. Locked is chest specific, not frequency specific. If I take these out, let's set it back to 2. Supplies. Actually, you know what? Yeah, these are on the same thing, okay? Same frequency, both chests. What I'm going to do is lock this one. You notice the indicator light changes color, just like this one has changed to indicate that it's on a private frequency now. This one is on a public frequency. Now, I have a hard time telling the difference between public and locked, but that's okay. With locked, only this chest is locked, not all chests holding the same frequency. So you need to be careful about that. But what this means is that since this is locked and it's on my frequency, other people cannot mess with these settings. It is locked to my permissions. They can't get into this chest. So if I was another user, I wouldn't even be able to open that, which is nice. Now, the other thing that this does is it prevents automation from inserting into or pulling out of the chest. It makes it 100% secure. You can have this chest that is limited to you. It's set on a private frequency, and you've locked it on both ends. Only you can get into it. Only you can pull things out of it. People can't use automation. They can't destroy it, and they cannot even open it. So, I'm seeing a lot of potential for DimStorage. It really is a subtle difference, a subtle improvement, in my mind, upon the regular Ender chest, which is why I think the dimensional chest is worth being made a hot block. Now, just real quick before I forget, this thing does have a crafting recipe, of course. You have to make something called a solid dimensional core, which is iron surrounding a dimensional core, which is iron and redstone around a diamond. That's 2 steps to make this. Then you have dimensional wall, which is iron and redstone naturally around an ender pearl. This means 1 dimensional storage chest requires, oh gosh, this is 8 times 4 iron and 8 times 4 redstone plus 8 ender pearls. So this thing is not cheap. It is not 1 ender pearl and a few blaze rods. It's actually more ender pearls, which I think makes it harder to make. But even one of these can do oh so much. I'm real tempted to put this into my mod pack for the next season of Vaygrim's Chance and see if I could actually manage to do a minimalist existence. Maybe we could have a base that was as small as possible. That would be revolutionary. It's something to think about. So I really do encourage that you take a look at DimStorage by Gaarnik. I will have a link in the description of the video to the forum thread where you can find it. And tell Gaarnik that Vaygrim sent you. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.